Hello everybody, I am Chef Abhav and this is my nervous little pastry chef friend Ayushi Phillips.
Hi.
Tell a little bit about yourself.
I met Abhav in culinary school, but I'm a pastry student. I've worked in like 3 Michelin star restaurants and now
Yeah, that's totally an understatement over there. I totally worked in 3 Michelin star restaurants. She worked in a Michelin star restaurant which is specialized in chocolates. She worked in one which specialized in plated desserts, so one of the most beautiful plated desserts. And what was the third one?
dessert.
Dessert. Very good answer. Dessert. Yeah. So 3 Michelin star restaurants she worked in. So this is my incredible pastry chef friend, Ayushi Phillips. So what are we making today?
So today we're making like one of my foolproof chocolate cake recipes. So anytime I want like a really great, delicious, simple chocolate cake, this is my go-to.
So tell us a little bit how you came up with this recipe, where did you find it, how long have you been making it?
I actually discovered it during lockdown because chocolate cake is like everyone's basic go-to dessert, and you don't need a lot of equipment. Like I know you see the KitchenAid here, but you can do this by hand as well. And it's just mixing everything together, not like the complicated desserts everyone sees online.
Okay, so tell us what ingredients do we have here?
So I've separated here our ingredients by our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients. So we have cocoa powder and flour, we have sugar, we have baking powder, baking soda, some salt and some espresso powder. And then over here we have buttermilk. Now I know buttermilk is something...
Not the South Indian buttermilk.
Not that. But you can easily use some milk from your house and add like a squeeze of lemon juice to it. So nothing you have to really run to the store for. Then we have coffee, we have eggs, and we have vegetable oil.
Now don't worry, the measurements will be down there in the comment section, in the descriptions, so you can easily follow through. Baking is a science, everything requires exact measurements, so we really recommend that you buy a food scale for your home. It's also very useful for just general cooking too, not only just baking, so I highly recommend you buy that. And if you need to know some links, comment down below and I can share some links accordingly.
So Abhav, what molds are we using today?
So we're using these little cute ramekins that I got from Le Creuset. I have 3 of these here. Obviously the batter is going to be there for more, so the rest of the batter we'll just bake it off in a big cake tray. But for the little cutesy personalized, sort of personalized cakes, we're going to use these small ones.
So that's one thing I love about chocolate cake, it's super versatile. So you, like Abhav said, you can bake it in like these mini little ramekins and you can bake it any other way you like. So be creative.
Do we need to butter these?
No.
We don't? Oh, okay, that's good. So what's the first step?
So first, we have our flour and cocoa powder. So we're just going to make sure it's properly mixed together. Just you don't get like separate cocoa powder and flour clumps.
Look at this. It's quite chocolatey. And smells damn sweet. You want to show it to the camera, Ayushi? It looks something like this. Now correct me if I'm wrong. For the second step, I need to mix in the eggs.
Yes.
The oil.
Perfect.
And the sugar together. Is there a way to make this a bit more healthier or sugar-free?
Usually what I like to do is I try and reduce the sugar to a certain extent. That really helps reduce the sweetness, and this recipe does have espresso powder in it and it has caffeine. So that will help counteract the sweetness if that is what you're looking for, but chocolate is like a guilty pleasure, so I would say go all the way.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to beat this in my KitchenAid over here, actually my Wonder Chef KitchenAid, and I will in the stand mixer completely beat it till it's completely mixed through and throughout.
So if you have a KitchenAid, always start not at that speed.
So now that this is mixed, I'm going to add in the buttermilk. So why did we make buttermilk?
We made buttermilk just so we didn't have to run out to the store, and it's more convenient because I would imagine every household, almost every household, would have milk in the refrigerator and lemon juice. So that's your easiest quick fix to get buttermilk in your house.
Now, thank you, but I actually meant why are we using buttermilk for the recipe?
I don't know.
So I'm adding the buttermilk into this. And then again, slow mixing.
Yes, please. So while this is being mixed, you can add the rest of your dry ingredients. Perfect. So just make sure before you remove it from your KitchenAid or before you add it to your dry ingredients that it's fully combined so you don't have any egg chunks, no sugar chunks, just so you have like a smooth batter.
There's no sugar in the bottom.
This is why we use a spatula.
Yeah.
So as Abhav is slowly going to whisk this, I'm going to keep pouring in this wet mixture just for an even mix.
We're gonna whisk this. We're gonna whisk this. Wix ki goli lo, kich kich cool karo.
Oh God.
We're not sponsored by Wix. We're gonna whisk this. We're not gonna f up. Sorry for the language. We're gonna cut that off. We're gonna whisk this. We're not gonna mess this up.
So make sure you get all the good stuff. That's your egg sugar mixture and the buttermilk, which I still don't know what it's for, apparently.
Don't be like us. Use a spatula. We're chefs, I promise you.
So I hope nobody from culinary school is watching this,
I hope everybody from culinary school is watching this.
because this is like the worst mise en place of my life.
She did the mise en place. I was doing other videos, so like, you know, we blame her.
Excuses.
No. A bad chef blames his tools. You're my tool.
Carry on.
When do I add the coffee?
So just give like a nice whisk around the corner as well. So you're scraping everything. Make sure there are no lumps.
You know this is a whisk, right?
We are making do because we don't have a spatula.
Of course we do. It's not a spatula, but we do have one.
And now before you add the coffee, make sure it's like at least room temperature so it doesn't cook your eggs that are in the mixture. And as Abhav was whisking it, I'm gonna slowly keep pouring in the coffee.
We're gonna whisk this. We're not gonna bleep it up. We're gonna whisk this.
So it's gonna get really, really liquidy, so don't get worried. It might look like it's splitting, but you keep whisking, it'll come back together.
People, this is a good upper body workout. You better be doing this.
So get some arm strength, which I apparently have none of.
She does.
All right.
If bodybuilders don't get biceps doing this, I don't know what they're doing. Not that I can say out of experience.
Really?
I'm not a bodybuilder. Oh look, it's chocolate soup.
So it depends how good you are of a whisker without being messy. So I decided to add it in 3 increments.
Because I'm very messy.
So I would like to save myself from splatters.
But I will splatter some on her, so don't worry.
Thank God I'm wearing black.
Who's going on my clothes?
All right.
Yay.
Can we pour this like neatly?
I shall try. Or do you want to get it?
No.
See. She wants to make me look like a bad guy because, you know, she can't pour neatly.
Some advantages I must take.
But sucks for her because I have a jug back there. Be right back. So this is a chocolate waterfall. We are the first factory in the world that uses chocolate waterfall to mix the chocolate. Kidding, we're not really Wonka.
I wish I was.
So a rule of thumb when making cakes, always leave at least a quarter of the ramekin space from the top, because then your cake will not overbake, it will not overflow once it actually forms. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, good. I was just making sure. Now you want to pour the rest?
Yeah. So rather than pouring it directly from the bowl, we decided to use this jug just for
Because it's chocolate soup.
an ease
Because it's chocolate soup.
and to reduce the mess.
You could drink this. Do we recommend it? No.
No, just so you don't get sick.
Salmonella. It's a thing, people. So we ready to bake?
Yes.
Okay, we have preheated the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. Let's bake this. I got the tray, you got the placement. Come on. Let's go. Come on, faster.
Listen,
Faster, faster, faster.
if it splatters, it's all on you.
Wow, so slow. Oppa. So how long are we baking this for, Ayushi?
So, as a baker, you always have to start with 10 minutes less than what the number is given. So, for example, this bakes for 30 minutes, but I will check it at the 20-minute mark just to make sure I don't overbake my cake. So, we're going to set a 20-minute timer to start with.
And here's a little tip for this cake. If you get some good quality chocolate, freeze it. Okay, right before you put it in the oven for baking, drop that frozen chocolate right in the middle. It should give you a chocolate lava cake. Or you can do this while it's in the 10-minute mark. You remove the cake. You should let me remove the cake. It won't flatten, right? Yeah. We can remove the cake. We put the frozen chocolate in between the half-baked cake. Put it back in there, and it should give you a better lava. So if you like chocolate lava cakes, you can do that method with this one.
So basically, forget about making this cake healthy. So the timer just went off. We're going to take a little look-see to see how we're doing.
So Ayushi.
Yes.
So Ayushi.
Yes.
So Ayushi.
Yes.
Let's say we're not all fancy people with cake testers at home.
Well,
What do we do?
there is definitely, well, thank you, something that we have seen all in our houses. The humble toothpick. So we're just going to check and see how we are here. Clean, clean, clean.
Only if you would learn from your cakes.
What?
Only if you would learn from your cakes. He's stinky. Just kidding.
So, like I said earlier, a lot of the times recipes will give you a fixed amount, but always do it less than what is prescribed in your recipe. So it's at 30 minutes, we're done at 20, 23 minutes at the max. That also depends on what kind of vessel you're using. Now this is a shorter time because we've used smaller vessels, so it's baked even quicker.
Dibs.
Okay. So like I said, versatile recipe, versatile cake. Now if you wanted to add any chocolate chips to it, chocolate chunks, or if you wanted to add sprinkles to it even, go a little crazy.
Like I told you, if you do the frozen chocolate trick, you'll get chocolate lava cake. So yeah, it's all yours to play around this with. Oh, guess what I'm gonna do with this? I'm gonna take this and put a scoop of nice vanilla ice cream and devour it. So bye bye.